In 2025, I will scale my business to $1 million per month, and I'm gonna be documenting the entire thing here on YouTube. But I realize that's quite a bold claim to make as a homeschooled high school dropout with no GED and no diploma. For reference, last year I scaled my business to over $1 million. As for today, I signed 3 clients with an upside potential for an extra $100,000 plus per month for our agency, which would bring me to 25% of my monthly goal. Here's exactly how I did it. So it's Monday today. Mondays are usually like boring call days for me. I don't like boring, so we're ripping it this morning. Headed to a nice establishment because a nice establishment helps make boring fun. I had a call 6 minutes ago. I'm running a little bit late because I didn't want to take it and be bored. I had some really good conversations with ChatGPT last night. With those conversations, I learned some good things, and it's something that I'm definitely going to be doing more frequently. I'm going to pick up my conversation last night. So based on the transcript that I provided for all of the day 1 of my YouTube video, where are points that I can go and improve on my delivery as the person behind the camera, and how can I go have better conversation, connect to the audience better, be less redundant? Give me some examples from the transcript and how I can go and improve.
1, reducing redundancy. Example, this is day 1 of honestly. I think what this series should be called is the Monopoly. Like, honestly, because that is literally my only intention this year when creating this series going into 2025 is to become a monopoly, close quote. Why it needs improvement. Words like honestly and literally are repeated, and the point feels drawn out without adding depth. Revision open quote. This is day 1 of the Monopoly series. My intention this year is simple: dominate the market as a monopoly. Close quote. Why this works? It's concise, impactful, and removes filler words that dilute the message. 2, speaking with the audience in mind. You sometimes talk to yourself more than with the audience. For instance, open quote. I'm trying to think what else I need to say. Like it's really just, we're gonna mop floors, like straight up. Close quote. Why it needs improvement. This feels scattered, as if you're unsure of your next thought. The audience may disengage. Revision open quote. You might be wondering, what does mopping the floors even mean? It's simple. We're not here to compete, we're here to lead. And this series will show you exactly how we'll do it. Close quote.
That was super solid. Just like you would in sports have a coach to go correct your form, go and make improvements and help you become a better player. Why would you not want to do that in other areas of life, especially business, when you're trying to go and compete against other people? Why would you not want to coach? If you are aware enough to know where your shortcomings are and what it looks like to go and improve those. So for me, for example, I know that I'm redundant, and I know that I communicate things well but can be improved. So if I can go and acknowledge what my weaknesses are and then have what I just had to go and review and improve and get better, then why would I not do that? And it requires a level of humility to go and do that, because it's like you listen to that conversation, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's true, and like I don't like to hear it, but like that's how I'm gonna go and push to the next level. So I think that's important to do in whatever field that you're in. All right, I'm running late for this call. Presty's gonna be very happy with me. Step 1 in making boring calls less boring is go to non-boring places. What I did for Mike, we have 160 creatives running right now. Some of those are from Instagram that I went and just recreated to go fit an ad format. So we'll take some of your best performers and run those as ads, and then we'll create creatives for you. I'm probably gonna take a trip to Miami here pretty soon, and I'll come shoot those creatives with you because I wanna make sure that those land well. So we'll have video creatives from Reels, we'll have video creatives that are shot like by you for the traffic there, and then we'll have static creatives on top of that. We'll be able to run those 2 retargeting ads as well as cold traffic, and then we'll send those leads to separate calendars. And then every point of failure that there is, we are gonna have a system there so that we can track that data and then just go make an iteration and improve it. We're going to start with YouTube, and like something that we're doing with ads as we go, and we add Google Analytics to all the pages and everything as well, so that we can go track that information. So the thing with YouTube ads, they usually work better, but to go and get a winning creative is harder, way harder. With Meta, you can go and get a winning creative a lot easier, and you can tell within a day or two. With YouTube ads, it takes longer. So the ideation behind that is start with Meta ads, get the data, and then use that data to go and make YouTube ads. Okay, so it is currently 1:30. We have 2 new clients on board for running ads. One that is 99% there. Basically, he has to go check in with his team to make sure that he can take on the volume the ads would bring him right now, because he's already doing $500,000 a month. And another client in a similar industry as him, we booked him 225 calls in 2 weeks, and he's like, I would have to hire more team to be able to deal with that. So let me go talk to my team and see what that looks like, and then I'll get back to you guys. That's a good problem. That means he's probably down. He's already a YouTube client of ours, so not a hard sell at all, but lots of runway there. Now I have a lot of work on my hands in the next week, and now I'm kind of regretting that I have an EDM festival tonight. What is sleep? All right, we have arrived at the midday steak break, or midday filet break rather. Medium rare, of course. Only way to stay energized. We can't be having carbs because then mental clarity starts to dissipate. So we got to keep it kosher. So we just wrapped up at Canal Club, signed 2 new clients for sure today, and I think it's 99% certainty on the third. 2 of them are existing clients that we have for YouTube that we went and upsold for ads that we have a performance percentage from, and then the other one used to be a YouTube client that now we're gonna go and do ads for, also we'll have a percentage for. So as we build our track record first, we're just doing it for performance. So we won't make money unless they make money. And then in the future, when we go and sign some other people, we'll go ahead and we'll tack on a retainer plus performance. But right now, everyone will be covering their own ad spend, which is a good thing because I don't want to be covering that out of my pocket. So yeah, that's where we're currently at right now. So what are you selling the client?
The direct question is just what investment are you prepared to make to ensure your dealership's video marketing achieves long-term growth and consistent results?
That's more so on par for what you would go and ask like a lower level business, but that's not something that you would go and price out for a dealership, because a dealership will be able to afford your services and you want to go in and price for a result. So if it's a dealership, then you're probably going to want to approach them with a package. Most dealerships can afford large amounts. It's just, can you communicate enough value for them to go and say yes to it? And the way that you're going to go and communicate value is by speaking their language, and their language is lead flow. It's more appointments coming in, more appointments booked, more people coming in and buying cars. They don't care about the content at all. They care about the result of the content that you create for them. Does it bring them more customers? Does it bring them more revenue for their business? Yes or no. When you're talking to them about content, you need to be talking to them about content in the frame of how it's going to go make their business better. So like the one that I'm working with, they're doing about $500K a month.
What the?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're like optimizing more so they can go up and get to like $1 million a month. The dealership you might be at might not be doing those numbers, but like what I can tell you is the dealership can afford it. It's just a matter of, can you communicate your value enough?
Thank you so much, bro.
Absolutely. 100%. Go crush it, fellas. Just wrapped up basically meeting Monday and just a bunch of trenches work before going to, what is it? I don't know, some music festival before the end of the year. So I'm excited about that. The biggest W of the day, though, was completing this dashboard right here. This is the dashboard for one of my clients. So it has overall cash collected and revenue, has the sales metrics, it has funnel metrics, which aren't showing because ad spend hasn't been updated in the sheets. And then it has all the ad metrics, ad spend, and then month to date and everything. So yesterday is updated on everything, so you can see all the metrics there. There's so much data being pulled and shown here in such a consolidated way. Like if you run a business, then you understand how powerful this is. If you don't, then it's just like kind of numbers on a screen. So it is what it is. But my lovely sister ordered us some Chick-fil-A before we go house out.
Let's take it back to a time when we were so much in love, baby. Ooh,
And if you make this your life, you're not going to be able to make it. Probably not going to get ahead. So, in due time, take your time, do things right, don't take shortcuts.
Over 2 years. It was like over 2 years
No,
to
it's
actually
been
be able
more
to-
than that.
2.5, I guess, if you consider it.
Yeah.
To actually be able to do stuff like
It's
this.
been like 6 for me. So,
Well, yeah, if you consider
from the beginning. So, don't rush the process, do it right. And then once you get in a good spot, have a little bit of fun, but keep pushing every day, keep pushing.